UMass Lowell Track and Field, this is not your average weekend. Riverhawk athletes will be competing at a variety of meets and at a variety of locations. Some will be on the left coast, California. There are events at 3 different locations: the Pacific Coast Invitational and the Beach Invitational at Long Beach State, the Brian Clay Invitational at Azusa Pacific, and the Mount SAC Relays. All of that starts on Thursday. Back on the East Coast, UMass Lowell will send athletes to the Ocean State Invitational Friday and Saturday. That is hosted by both Providence and Brown. And the Riverhawks will also send a group to Dartmouth for a 4-team meet there. According to head coach Gary Gardner, it's about the competition, and it's also about getting work in a season that has already seen a couple of meets canceled because of the weather.
You know, in California, it's about getting some of the middle distance runners, Kirsten and Chelsea, out to, you know, really good competition in good weather finally, and then Dartmouth and Ocean State Invite for those kids, it's about getting them repetitions, you know, mainly for a lot of those kids. And then also on Saturday down at Providence College is a really good, you know, invitational meet from the 400 up. So it's trying to get everybody in the right spot and trying to get people, you know, competitions in general.
The trip to California, the Mount SAC Relays, is a different experience. The track and field environment in California is very different from what is typically experienced in the East during the outdoor season.
I think it's different, just the depth of competition. You know, it's much like a Terrier or Valentine's meet that we go do indoors and people travel to. It's like that, you know, in an outdoor setting, where you have schools from all across the country, from the Northeast, the South, you know, California, the Midwest, all coming in. So it's just a different setup, and, you know, the competition is really deep. It's definitely us finding the right competitions, you know, out there, and having 4 or 5 different choices to do that is awesome. And, you know, you just get you know, a lot more bang for your buck, probably is the best way to put it. You know, if you're going to travel all the way to the West Coast and spend the money on the tickets, you know, Kirsten can compete 3 straight days, you know, in all of her different events, you know, and finding the right setup for them. So, you know, it's a great venue, and all the events are within an hour of each other, so you can drive an hour any direction and find a competition that day that's good for your athlete.
With this weekend, we are at a point in the track and field season where things begin to get a bit more serious, where performances become a bit more significant. The conference championships are less than a month away in a season that has been highlighted by cancellations and weather issues.
We definitely need to get some good performances this weekend from all the different meets, you know, and start setting ourselves up for the conference championship. And now that the weather here is decent, we can start getting in some quality workouts here too. We're still probably a little bit behind, you know, where we would hope to be, but you know, we'll be able to adjust here over the next couple weeks and hopefully catch up. Right now, I know the distance and mid-distance runners, because probably the warmer weather they didn't need that quite as much, so I know we're in a pretty good spot with them. Sprinters, I don't think we quite know yet. A couple of the throwers, we have a pretty good idea of where we're at, and the jumpers, we're starting to figure it out a little bit. So, you know, hopefully we get some good data from, you know, the sprinters, you know, and the jumpers this weekend, and then we have a better idea of kind of where we're at.